Pamela Guerrero.
Judge, I'm here. My client is here also.
I'm here as well.
All right, very well. In that case, Mr. Sanchez, what did you want to accomplish today?
Judge, I think we had ordered blood discovery evidence, and I just checked. It looks like it arrived on the 19th of this month. So I need to go and pick it up on the 4th floor and review that. So I'd just like a reset to be able to do that.
Have you gotten an offer on the case?
I don't think I have an initial offer, no, Judge.
All right, so I think if you would confer with the state and take care of getting an offer, and once that's done, I'll give you the reset.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you. Could you get him in a breakout room with the state, please, Nicole?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Richard Rivera.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The attorney is Kelly Green. She's not here yet. So Mr. Rivera, if you could stay here until your attorney arrives, please.
All right.
Okay.
Thank
Judge,
you.
I didn't scratch him off the docket. He's on there more than once, so you'll probably repeat his name.
Yes, I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Okay. Draven Gonzalez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Adam Cobb's counsel for Mr. Gonzalez. He has a robbery pending. I've been conferring with Joe Hooker on that case, and I think these misdemeanors will be resolved once we resolve the felony case.
Gosh, I hear your voice, but oh, there you are. I could not. What about your client though? Is he here?
I do not see him. I've been in contact with him, Judge. I talk to him weekly, and I did send him the link yesterday. I can try and reach him.
Okay, if you can get hold of him, I need to just see his face, and then we'll go ahead and reset the case. But he does still have to appear here when he's set. So maybe you could give him a call.
I'll try and reach him and have him log in, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Viviana Heredia with Andrew Priest.
I'm present, Judge. She is present. That is a plea.
Okay, we'll get to it as soon as I'm through calling the docket and we get the paperwork together.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Aaron Dolan.
I'm Ben Doherty here for Aaron Dolan, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
He is trying to get on. I just resent him the password and everything. He'd had some trouble. I hope he's on, but I don't see him. But he's trying to get on.
All right. Well, you want to let me know when he's on?
I will, yes, Your Honor.
And then are you going to need to confer with the state this morning?
I will, yes.
Okay. Do you want to get in the queue right now, or you want to wait and see if he shows up, or?
He will show up. I'd like to get in the queue right now.
Okay, very good. Could you get him in a breakout room, Nicole? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I apologize.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. Tyree Cunningham.
Morning, Judge. Mary Petrushik here. I represent Mr. Cunningham.
Mm-hmm. Have you talked to your client recently?
I have talked to his mother recently, Judge.
Well, that's good. Is he going to be here today?
I really hope so.
Okay. Well, he's got till noon to show up. Okay.
Understood, Judge. In the meantime, though, would I be able to talk with the state about an offer on his case?
Sure. We'll put you in the queue for a breakout room. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right. Damon Lee Crawford.
Here, Your Honor.
He's present, Judge. If we can confer.
Okay. You want a breakout room with the state?
Okay.
Is that right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. We'll get you in the queue.
And Judge, this is Dave Sanchez on Pamela Guerrero. I'm back from conferring. So.
Okay. Just let me finish. I just have a few more on the docket and then we'll talk. Okay. Anthony Torres.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tanya Rivera, Public Defender's Office, appearing for Mr. Torres.
Okay,
Your Honor, I don't see him on the docket. This is another case that was set during the pandemic while dockets were not taking place. And I did have contact with him at that time, but I have lost contact with him, and his phone number, the phone number I have for him, is no longer in service. I'm continuing to try to find his new phone number. Could the
I'm sorry, but I'm puzzled by your statement that you don't see him on the docket. What do
Well,
you mean?
So I don't know if maybe he learned of the court date through some other means. I have tried contacting him at the phone number I have for him. So a lot of times pretrial is able to get a hold of clients and let them know they have court dates. So I don't know, maybe if you learned of it another way, but I don't see him on here.
Okay, well, he's got 5 days to get here or a warrant's going to issue. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be?
You're welcome. Yes. Page, Amanda, I don't know. Here we go. Amanda Page Dye.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. And the attorney is Gil Coronado. Are you here?
He is not at the moment.
All right. Would you just stay with us, please, until he arrives?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Daniel Rubalcaba. Arturo Nino.
Judge, I'm present for him. I was texting with him. He said he was on here already.
I'm present, Your Honor.
There he is.
Okay.
And it's a plea, Judge. We're working on the paperwork.
Okay. Very
But
good.
if it's possible to put me in a breakout room with my client so I can go over his portion.
Sure.
Thank you,
Nicole,
Judge.
can you do that?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Mark Hazen. All right. Who wanted
I'm sorry,
to,
Your Honor,
someone
I was
wanted to
on.
reapproach? Who was that?
Dave
Mr.
Sanchez on
Sanchez?
on
Okay.
Pamela Guerrero.
Could you give me that cause number real quick?
Yes, Judge. It is. Second.
Oh, here, I found it. Never mind. Okay, so what's happening?
I've confirmed, got an offer.
Okay.
Again, I'm going to pick up the discovery either today or early next week to review that. So if I
Okay.
could just get a reset and we'll be.
All right, so we'll give you a 30-day reset.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a
Do I
good
need to
day.
wait for, will I wait for that date or will they email that to me?
I'll email you, Dave.
Okay, thanks a lot. Have a good day.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, in the courtroom. In the courtroom, Your Honor.
Yes.
Case number 624553. Miss Megan Fain came in. She's sitting in the courtroom, and Robert Featherstone is spoke to her for a while, and he headed to the 437th, and he should return shortly.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
And Your Honor, this is Nathan Slimane. I was struggling to unmute. I'm here, as is Mr. Hazen. You just called us on the docket. I'd like to go in a breakout room with Mr. Hazen to review.
Okay,
paperwork.
can you
We
give
have
me
a
that cause number? Oh, here it is. I found it.
Your
You
Honor,
wanna
can
be
you hear me?
Excuse me, Mr. Slimane, did you
Yes,
want to
Your
be
Honor.
in a breakout room with your client?
Yes, please.
Okay.
We need to review the paperwork.
Okay.
Judge.
Nicole will get you there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Judge, can I approach, so to speak?
Yes.
It's Loretta Hewitt.
Hi, Loretta. Yes.
Hi. I'm here on that case that was not on the docket, so I'm available. I know you had questions, so whenever you are.
I did. Will you first give me the name of is the state around? I want them to weigh in on this possibly. I'm just trying to remember what questions I have, but I might need them. So if one of them could just kind of be listening, or if they
Judge,
already know.
I think we only have Catherine right now, Judge, and she's in the breakout room confirming right now.
Okay, well, if I need her, I'll call her then. Okay, so what was it again, Loretta?
Judge, it's Mark Gonzalez. The case number is 654297. And I filed a motion to modify conditions of bond. It's when he was released from jail, there was and I spoke with your clerks to confirm this, there was some entry in there that was to go to Haven for Hope. At the
Oh,
time,
yeah.
he did not have a place to live. He does have a place to live now and has been living there, but pretrial services contacted him, alerting him that it could be a violation somehow if he is of his bond, if he's not at Haven for Hope.
So
And
he was actually needing those services when he was first released,
yes, but
and now he's living somewhere else.
yes, he has his own place. That it was temporary that he did not have a place to live.
Where is he living now?
I don't have his exact address, and I did email him and try to get a hold of him yesterday to get that from you, but he is living in, I believe it's an apartment, and he is working. So
What kind of work what's he doing? What kind of work is he doing? Okay, well, here's my thought. Pretrial is going to need, if I say, okay, you don't have to be at Haven for Hope anymore, obviously you don't need their services. Before I'm going to switch over, pretrial is going to need to know where he is and how to get hold of him.
Yes.
And I'm certain they're also going to want to know where he's working, things like that. So
yes. And they're the ones who told him to have his attorney ask the court to have that changed, but I will let him know definitely that he needs to give them that information.
Okay, so can you get it for the court too? That way,
I will.
I'll have that information on the record. You want to make a call real quick, get his address, we'll do it, and then I'll take care of signing your motion.
I will do that.
Okay.
And I've had good contact with him, and I'm a little concerned that he hasn't responded to my attempts yesterday. So I'll try right now.
Okay, let's see about how we can get hold of him. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes.
Chris Garcia on behalf of Roland Gutierrez. Our client, Mr. Graciano, is on. He's logged on. I can see him. He's saying he's having a hard time connecting, but he is on.
Mr. Graciano, can you hear me? Do you see him anywhere, Nicole?
I do not, Judge.
He's named under David Graciano.
Okay, let me see here.
I can see him on the.
You can see him?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, well, does it say iPhone or does it really have his name?
It has David Graciano.
Okay. Well, that's weird.
And he just called our office saying he's having a difficult time connecting, but he's on.
Well, maybe it's on the, is there another screen? Oh, here he is. I see a square with his name on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's having a hard time, Judge, but he is on. And I'd like to confer with the state.
Okay. Can you put him in a breakout room? Nicole?
Who is that, Judge? I'm sorry.
We're talking about Graciano, attorney. Is it Roland Gutierrez?
Chris Garcia for Roland Gutierrez.
Yeah, Chris is here for
Chris
him.
Garcia, a breakout room with your client?
Or with the state?
With the state, Judge. I just need to get an offer.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, it's Catherine Valenzuela. I was on the first page on the docket, Melissa Morales.
Yes.
We're very close to having a plea. We had Nicola sent out some paperwork, or we had an issue with it. I'm asking that this case be recalled the next week, just not Tuesday. So that
Why do we need to
this plea.
recall it? What, instead of just?
I mean, if there's one DA, I'm just afraid that she has to confer with everyone and then send up and then do it. I'm willing to confer, Your Honor. And we can see how we go today. And
Yes, please. Let's keep trying a little harder. It's a little early. It's only 9:22. It's too early to give up.
Yeah.
I know there's just other courts today. Can you send out the paperwork again to me because my client couldn't, I'll redo it and get it to her. It wouldn't
Okay,
let her
can you-
open it. So,
All right, can you chat me her email address?
yes, I will do that.
All of my cases, but he said he didn't know about one of those calls. But he said he had filed.
I just calling names or what? Hello.
Yes.
I was scheduled for a hearing for court at 9 a.m., but I just had got off.
What's your name?
Mr. Cunningham, Tari Cunningham.
Hold on. All right, your attorney is already here and in the, she's conferring with the state. So I need you to stay put, Mr. Tyree, until she addresses the court to let me know what's happening on your
Good.
case.
Perfect timing. Mary Petrashik here. I'm back.
Okay, your client is here. Yeah.
Excellent. Yes. If I could talk to him in a breakout room, Judge.
Okay, Nicole, will you take care of that?
Yes.
Thank
Who is
you.
this for?
Mr. Cunningham with Mary Pietraszek.
Okay. Mary, you can go back in that same breakout room.
Excellent. Thank you,
And
Nicole.
I'll put him in there, okay?
I'll be there.
What's his name? He doesn't have his name on
Mr.
his screen?
Oh, Tyree Cunningham.
Yes, ma'am.
652-873.
It just says iPhone. I see a couple of iPhones.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me change his name. What is his name, Judge? I'm sorry.
The first name is Tyree, Tyree, and the last name is Cunningham.
Okay, there he goes.
Jeez.
Okay.
Hey, you got any plans this weekend?
Not really. Can't really go nowhere.
Oh, that's right.
Judge, I'm not sure if you're in the middle of something. It's Loretta Hewitt again.
Yeah, what's going on, Loretta?
I was able to speak with my client, Mr. Gonzalez, and I have I have his work address and his home address and where he is working. Would
Okay.
you like for me to send it in a chat or?
Yeah, what I really want is for, I want to be sure pretrial has it and that the court has it. So maybe
Yes.
clerk of the court, so that we know how to get hold of him and, that.
Definitely. I'll email it to Nicole and the clerks.
Okay.
And then I did confirm that he has provided it to pretrial services.
Okay, excellent. Okay, then I'll go ahead and sign that motion. I'll get to it as soon as I can this morning.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
And morning, Your Honor. This is Jonathan Ross.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing very well, Your Honor. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you. So what's happening?
I have Mr. Dylan Tenty.
Can you give me that cause number?
Yes, it's the second, it's a second case on the docket, Your Honor. It's
Okay.
five,
that's easy enough.
525147.
All right. And he was in jail, right? So I don't think they brought him over.
He is, Your Honor. There is a murder case that is still in the works.
Okay.
I believe it's awaiting sentencing on that. So
Okay.
that's why that's hanging around.
Okay. So we're just not doing much on this because of that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll just give you a reset, maybe 60 days, I guess, right?
I'm sure at least that. I believe it was originally a capital case. So I'm not the attorney on that. But
Okay.
it'll be a while, I'm sure, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. If you'll give him a 60-day reset, Nicole.
Okay, is that for Dylan?
10T.
Yes.
Yeah, Dylan, yes.
Connor, may I approach?
Okay, Jonathan, I'll email you.
All right. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good
You're
one.
welcome.
You too. Mr. Doherty, what is it?
Mr. Aaron Dolan, I've seen is here. And also I've already conferred with the state. The state's gonna try to contact the complaining witness and re-review the file. We'd ask for a reset.
Okay, did they give an offer?
They did not, because they wanted to try to contact the complaining witness first to see if it's necessary.
Okay, 30 days?
Yes, Your Honor, that'd be good.
All right, that's granted.
And Judge, if I may, this is Jesse Sanchez.
Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Nicole, will you give him a reset date on it's Aaron Dolan?
Okay.
6
What are we doing, 30 or 60?
30.
30? Okay, that's
Yeah.
gonna be October the 4th.
That works for me.
Okay, very good.
All right.
And I'll
me,
email you
myself-
the reset.
All right. Me,
They'll
myself,
email.
and Mr. Dolan be excused.
Yes, you may. Have a good day.
You as well.
All right. Mr.
Okay.
Sanchez?
Yes, Judge, if I could get a reset, I confer with the state. They haven't made an offer yet. They want to get a
Can I
hold of
know who your client is, please?
Damon Crawford.
Hold
He
on
is
just a second.
present.
Hold on. Okay, and you said you've already conferred?
Yes, Judge. And
Did you
they-
get an offer? Was there an
Not yet,
offer?
not yet until they get a hold of the complainant. They need to try and get a hold of her.
All right. Is this a first setting?
Yes, it is.
Okay. 30 days then?
Okay.
All right.
And will I get the setting now or will it be sent to me?
I'll email you, Jesse.
Okay, I just want to know. All right, Judge, may be excused.
Yes, you may. Have a good day.
You too.
Your Honor, may I approach? This is Nathan Slimane.
Yes.
Judge, I'm back from conferring and admonishing Mr. Hazen. If the court has received the paperwork, I think we're ready to proceed with the plea. If the court is not ready to proceed, I am also needed in the jail court. I'd like to step away and check back.
Hold on. Let me check my inbox, please.
Very good, Your Honor.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have it, right, Nicole? I don't see it. So I don't know where it is in the queue. Nathan, I guess you can go, but I hope you get back, not like 5 minutes till lunchtime or something.
No, Judge, I don't think I'd be more than.
Nathan, before you go, let me see where it's at. Hang on.
Okay.
Thank you,
Please.
Nicole.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Hazen did indicate that he had signed everything and sent it on.
Okay.
Good morning, Judge. May I approach while Nicole's looking?
Yes.
Patricia Vieta, Judge. I have Arturo Nino on docket.
Yes.
When I spoke with Mr. Nino on Tuesday earlier this week, everything was really rushed really fast because I was so late to your court. But Mr. Nino no longer wishes to take a plea, Judge. So is it possible for me to confer with Caitlin one more time this morning?
Is he here this morning?
Yes, Judge, he is. I don't know if he stayed in room 5 where I was, where they sent us to a breakout room.
All right, and you wanted to confer with Caitlin?
Yes, Judge, that's who I conferred with on Tuesday.
All right, could you put them in a breakout room, please?
Yeah, Patricia, you can go back into the same room.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And Nathan, I do see the paperwork was signed by you and your client. Judge, it is just waiting on your signature. So I guess it just hasn't made its way to you yet.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah. Maybe if I send a reminder, let's see if that'll work.
Sometimes that does fix it.
Right? Yeah. Right now. Okay. See if that works, Judge.
Okay.
Judge Mary Petrashik here. I just needed to confer with the state one last time. I think we're going to move forward on an offer, and I wanted to kind of go over them
Okay.
again with them.
Okay.
Would Mr. Cunningham be okay to be excused? I know that there's a restitution issue, so we wouldn't be able to take a plea on it today.
Yes, that's fine. He can be excused.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
All right, Tyree, you can go.
Mary, you can go back in the same room.
Okay, Tyree, you can
Okay.
log off. Okay, you can just click on leave meeting. Thank you, Nicole.
You're welcome.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes.
This is Chris Garcia on behalf of Roland Gutierrez. We just got our first offer in this case, so I just need a 30-day reset to confer with my client.
Okay. That's granted.
What was the case number, Chris? Sorry.
620052.
Oh, yeah. Let me put your name on there because I still, Chris Garcia. And we're doing 30 days?
Yes, if you don't mind.
Okay, and I'll email you the reset, Chris.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Judge, may I be excused?
Yes, you may. Have a good
Thank
day.
You as well, Judge. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, I signed off on the plea packet. I didn't get the action, but I can proceed without that, but eventually I'm going to need it to, I think, sign off on it. You know what I mean? I only got one section of the paperwork.
What are you missing, Judge? The plea agreement?
Yeah. Oh, I've signed the plea packet, so if they can do their thing and then send me the completed one, we can do it.
Right.
Okay.
I think she's in a breakout room still, Miss Catherine. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, as soon as she comes out, I'll let her know.
Mr. Slimane,
Your Honor.
so where did you have to go?
Your Honor, I have a plea in jail court, and I'm also the felony bond attorney of the day over there. I talked to Judge Shelton this morning. I think they're having a little bit of a delay, but we're coming up on when he wanted me to check back in. But I can certainly go through a plea now if the court's ready.
Okay. I mean, I've gotten my, I have the portion complete that I need to proceed, but there's the plea agreement I haven't received. That's going to need my signature at some point, but as soon as I get the completed plea agreement or plea bargain paperwork, then we can proceed. So I think that just waits on the clerk to sign or something. Should
Very
just
good, Your
take
Honor.
a minute or two.
Very good, Judge. I'll stand by.
Okay, thanks.
Your Honor, this is Catherine Valenzuela. Can I be put in the breakout room with my client, Miss Morales? She's under
Okay.
Melissa.
Okay. I do have the completed plea packet now.
Yeah, you got it, Judge?
I have the plea packet, not the plea bargain, but I can proceed with the plea packet. We can go forward. I'll just need the state to tell me what the agreement is, which they do anyway. So I'm ready.
I think Ms. Catherine is still in the breakout room. Yes.
Are they working on the Hazen plea or are they working on something else?
I see her in a breakout room by herself. Let me see. Text her, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, I'm going to send you a chat.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Have you already sent it?
I'm ready right now, Judge. I'm sorry.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure I wasn't like not seeing it, which is, I'm not sure where it's going to pop.
Let's see. I could have just sent you a text, but
Oh, here we go.
let's see if we get it.
Okay.
I was going to say something, but.
Oh. Feel free.
Miss Antoinette. Ma'am, can you stop putting on your makeup while we're in court, please?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, did we hear back from the state?
She has not. Let me see.
Here, I'm here, Judge.
Oh, you're there. I'm sorry. I just saw your text.
Okay, so can we proceed on the Hazen plea agreement? Can we do the plea?
Catherine, that is case number 623294.
Do you have all that paperwork in?
Well, all I have is the not the plea bargain, but the plea packet. The plea bargain, not so much. I don't have that yet. But if everything's done, I can proceed and sign that later. But if it's not all done, then obviously not.
Okay, so for that one, looks like it hasn't been sent out, but I mean, we can go ahead and take the plea and then I can, as we're doing the plea, I'll work on getting the plea agreement and the discovery log out, but it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. All right, then. Is everybody ready to proceed on the state of Texas versus Mark Hazen?
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
All right.
State's ready, Judge.
And what about Mr. Hazen? Can you hear the proceedings?
You're on mute, Mark.
Yes, ma'am, I can hear.
Okay. All right, then let's get on the record in cause number 623294, the state of Texas versus Mark Hazen. Can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record, please?
Catherine Pollard for the state.
Nathan Slimane for Mr. Hazen.
Thank you. The first thing I have in front of me is the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. And so I don't have the state's consent in front of me, but do both sides agree to proceed on the Zoom call to do this plea?
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
Defense, we have no objection, Your Honor, on the
All
defense.
right, thank you. The next thing then is, and the state, you're going to fill out the discovery acknowledgement, but for the record, counsel, have you received all the discovery that you feel you were entitled to?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Hazen, you stand charged by way of information with the offense of harassment. That offense is a Class B misdemeanor for which one can receive up to 6 months in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to require the state to bring their witnesses in and prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses. And you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that no one can force you to testify against yourself. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
They were contained in the court's admonishments. Did your attorney go over the paperwork with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And did he explain your rights to you?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign the paperwork?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that when you signed there that the effect of your signature was that you were giving up the rights that I've just gone over with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I'll approve the waiver and order it entered into the record of the cause. Attached to the court's admonishments is the plea bargain page, and it indicates that you have entered into a plea agreement with the state. I need you to know, first of all, that the court does not have to follow the agreement, but if the court chooses not to, then you can withdraw your plea, start all over, and nothing that you've done so far can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, if the court does follow the agreement, then you will not have the right to appeal except for any pretrial matters that have been ruled on by the court. And counsel, were there any rulings on any pretrial motions?
There were none, Your Honor.
All right, so that means if the court follows the agreement, you will not have the right to appeal unless the court gives permission, but generally the court will not give permission. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State, would you mind setting out what the terms of the plea agreement are, please?
Yes, Judge. The agreement is a $300 probated fine plus court costs, 180 days Bexar County Jail probated over 8 months,
Okay.
36 community service hours,
Okay.
anger management,
Mm-hmm.
and a no contact order with Amanda Martinez.
Okay. Counsel, was that your understanding of the agreement?
That is our agreement, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hazen, was that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If you were not a citizen of the United States, by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, it could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Have those immigration consequences been explained to you by your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counsel, has your client been able to consult with you and assist you in his defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as rational understanding of the charge and the proceedings against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
And in your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and to enter a plea at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. In that case, Mr. Hazen, to the charge of harassment, how do you plead?
No contest.
All right. Have you been promised anything other than the terms of the plea agreement to get you to enter your no contest plea?
No, ma'am.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to get you to enter your plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading no contest because after conferring with your attorney, you've decided that it's in your best interest to do so?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I'll accept the no contest plea. Based on your plea, I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient, and I'm going to enter a finding of guilt in this case. Are both sides ready to proceed to sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I will follow the plea agreement that you've entered into with the state and assess punishment at a $300 fine, which will be probated for as long as you are complying with your conditions of probation and you don't pick up any new offenses. Court costs 180 days in the Bexar County Jail, but that will be probated for 8 months, 36 hours of community service, an anger management course, and a no contact order with Amanda Martinez. Is there anything further from either side?
Nothing further from the state judge.
All right. And I did note in the paperwork, it'll be a $25 supervisory fee. Okay. Anything else, counsel?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor. Thank you very
All right.
much.
You're very welcome.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, may I be placed in a breakout room to speak to the defendant, please?
Yes. Was that you? Who's talking to me? Whose voice was that?
It's me.
Okay, all right, I see you now. I'm sorry. I was going through all the, okay. Yes, Mr. Hazen, we're going to put you in the breakout room with Miss Luna from probation so she can give you all the instructions that you need, okay? Or answer any questions. All right, very good. Thank you. Mhm.
Thank you, Your Honor. I don't have anything further in front of the court today. May I be
Okay.
excused at this time to go to the jail court?
Yes, you may. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Judge Mary Potashek, I was just gonna email the prosecutor about the case. She seems a little swamped today, so
Okay,
I'll just take care of it that way. May I be excused?
yes, and you conferred with your client too, right?
Yes,
You
Judge,
guys-
I sure did.
Okay, so you're all good. All right, well, so are you looking did we talk about a reset?
Yes, Judge. So there's just a restitution issue that we just need a reset for.
Okay, and 30 days was sufficient, right?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, and your client was Tyree Cunningham.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, very good.
Okay, Mary, I'll email you the reset date, okay?
Perfect. Thanks. Y'all have a good weekend.
You
too.
too.
I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow and it's gonna be magical.
Sounds lovely. Okay. Okay.
Your Honor.
This is
Yes.
Adam Cobbs.
Mr. Priest?
Your Honor, I had a Viviana Heredia set for a plea. Could I confer with the state just for a minute? I conferred with Miss Morgan regarding something. I just wanted to make sure Miss
Okay.
Paula and I were on the same page before we did the plea.
Okay.
All right,
Nicole
I'll
will
put you
get
in.
there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, this is Wesley Safanovich.
Yes.
I'm back from jail court, and Antoinette Apayas for a plea.
Right. Okay, so you're ready to proceed on that plea?
We are, Judge.
All right, let me see if the paperwork's good to go.
Hi, Nicole, the person did not come to the breakout room.
Mark, did you get the?
I didn't get an invite to the breakout room.
Oh, I think I may have put.
So I just said join breakout room? Is that what I need to
Yes.
do? Okay.
Can you send me back, Nicole, please?
I accidentally put him in with Andrew Priest.
Oh.
Hang on. Wrong. Okay, now he's in 3. I'm gonna move you, Marisa.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Judge, this is Adam Combs. May I approach?
Yes.
I've tried to locate Draven Gonzalez. I've called him and texted him. I'm not sure if he's overslept or what's going on, but he's usually in touch with me. I do have the 175th here in about 7 minutes. I was going to ask to be excused, and I will try and continue to get in touch with Draven to have
Okay.
him back in.
All right. Hopefully he can get on here before noon.
I'll send him another text. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Morning, Judge. Robert Featherston.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good, Judge. I'm here on Megan Fain, Fain.
Okay.
Her cause number is 624553. Now she has companion cases
Okay.
that Mr. Smith, Paul Smith, is representing her on. And it's Miss Fain's. I just again re-interviewed her, but it's her understanding that Mr. Smith is supposed to be handling all of her cases. So I'm requesting a reset on the 624553 case till Mr. Smith comes back off vacation.
Okay. Can you look at that, Nicole, and see what's going on as far as who's on each case?
Let me see.
And was Mr. Smith appointed or retained? Do you know?
Retained, Judge.
Oh, retained.
Yes, that's he was supposed to pick this case up also.
Let's see. That's correct, Judge. He is hired on the other ones.
He's hired on the other ones, but not this one?
Not this one. Right, that's correct, Judge.
And so, Mr. Featherstone, are you saying, do you know he's on vacation right now or what?
Miss Fain told me that he's on vacation.
I'll see if that's true. Let's see.
Yeah.
I don't have any vacation dates for him on the system, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's not on vacation. I just don't have any dates on there.
Can we try to get hold of him then and find out what's going on?
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Featherstone, will you just sort of keep in touch with the court this morning until we iron this out a little bit?
I will, Judge. I've got another event in another court. I'll be back.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Judge. This is Mark Hazen. I talked to probation. They explained everything to me. Is it okay if I leave or?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You have a good day.
You too.
Good morning, Judge. This is Jeb Locke.
Good morning.
Hi, I was hoping to speak to the prosecutor in a breakout room on Dinesh Dantapalli, 629680.
629. Here we are. All right. Can you get him in a breakout room, Nicole? Oh, she's on the phone. Give us just a second.
He does not answer, Judge, Mr. Smith. Yeah, I don't see any vacation dates.
Hey, could you in the chat send me his phone number?
Sure.
Okay. And then Jeb Locke would like to be in a breakout room with the state on Dinesh Dantapalli.
Yes, ma'am. I got him in there already.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, Judge, there goes his phone number.
Let's see. Oh, thank you. I'm going to mute myself for just a minute.
Your Honor, may I approach? It's Catherine Valenzuela.
She's on a call right now, Catherine.
Oh, okay.
Hang on 1 second.
Okay. Well, Nicole, maybe you can help. On the plea paperwork, I wasn't sure if it was an obstruction or a DWI, so I wrote them both under offense. Is there any way y'all can clean that up, or just, it says DWI as it's one of the, you know, like it says, I know I am charged with the offense of, so it says DWI, so we're good, right?
I believe you are, yeah.
Okay. I just
We
wanna
can
make
double
sure.
check with Catherine when she's not, when she's out of the breakout room.
Well, I mean, I know it's a DWI now. I don't know if the paperwork can, if it can be cleaned up in the paperwork state. That's all.
No, I believe it's fine like that. I think you're okay with
In
that.
jail court, they have corrected it. I just don't know how I don't know how y'all do it, but I just want to make sure we don't have to do it all over again.
No, you won't. Yeah, no, you should be fine.
Okay, so we're just waiting for Catherine paperwork too.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Nicole, if I'm going to ask him to call the court, do you want to text me what number I should have him call? Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to get through this paperwork. It's kind of hard. Okay. Oh, and also, I see a few attorneys there, and I'm not sure if they're wanting to still discuss.
Let's see. I think
Jessica, like, is Jessica waiting on us?
I'm
No?
not waiting on you, Judge.
Okay.
I'm making a little bit of progress of finding my client, so I'm gonna still
Oh.
keep trying until I have my docket in the 144th.
Okay, thank you.
I believe Mr. Priest is waiting on a plea.
Who's his client again? I'm trying to see what's here.
Mr. Priest, that is.
Veronica Heredia, Your Honor.
No,
Okay.
Viviana Heredia in here.
Oh, Viviana, I'm sorry,
Vivian.
Viviana Heredia.
Okay. Okay, I see the plea agreement. I'm looking for the plea packet now on Heredia. It might be here, but I'm not going to find it. Let's see. Do you think, is there a way to resend if it's been sent, the plea packet? Not the plea bar on Heredia?
I believe so. Let's see.
Let me see if let's see what this is real quick. Just hold on. Maybe I've just found. Yeah, I still think this is the plea agreement. That's not it. Here's another one. Maybe this is it. Oh, here, I need to sign it.
Sorry, ma'am?
They're waiting on Paul.
They're waiting to find out if he really is in New York. As soon as they find that out, we'll reset you and take off. Yes, ma'am.
Doggone it. All right, finally.
Got it?
Yeah, so I've signed them, so maybe they can send me as soon as they get them, the complete one. Boy, that was something else. I just little kinks in that Adobe, I guess. I don't know what the issue is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you do it all and then it says, oh, well, it didn't, whatever. It doesn't
Right.
accept it and you have to reload it. That's what keeps happening.
Right.
Just saying.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. Is everyone ready to proceed on that Viviana Elizabeth Heredia?
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
State, are you ready?
She's in a breakout room right now, Judge.
Okay.
I think she's coming.
Is she with someone?
No, not anymore. There she is, Miss Catherine.
Okay. Can we get the plea done on the Heredia case?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes, all that paperwork should be done.
Okay. Then let's get on the record in cause number 651978, the state of Texas versus Viviana Elizabeth Heredia. Can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record, please?
Catherine Pollard for the state.
Andrew Priest for the defense.
All right, Miss Heredia, can you hear the proceedings?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, the first thing I have before me is a state's motion to amend the information. It would appear that you were originally charged with DWI. And the motion to amend would be to include account 2 for, is it obstruction? Yeah, reckless obstruction of a highway. Do you understand that that's what the state is seeking to do, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I have before me now a amended information where that's count 2. Is there any objection from the defense with regard to that?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. All right. I'll also have a waiver of objection to the amendment of the information and to Wright's stipulation of facts and the judicial confession. So generally, if there is an amendment to an information, then this defense would be entitled to 10 days to prepare, and the defendant would have the right to 2 days to consider the case before being arraigned on that matter. But the parties are waiving those rights. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And I'm going to approve these waivers and order them entered into the record of the cause. Okay, so that was the paperwork with regard to the amendment. So ma'am, that means that you are now you are now charged also in count 1 with DWI, count 2 obstruction of a highway, and state, are you waiving count 1?
Yes, Judge, we would move to waive count 1 and proceed solely on count 2.
Okay, so that's granted. So ma'am, obstruction of a highway is a Class B misdemeanor for which one can receive up to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to require the state to bring their witnesses in and prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses, and you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that no one can force you to testify against yourself. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
They are contained in the court's admonishments. Did your attorney go over the paperwork with you?
Yes, he did.
Did he explain your rights to you?
Yes, he did.
And did you sign the paperwork?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that when you signed it, that the effect of your signature was that you were giving up the rights that I've just gone over with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then I'll approve the waiver and order it entered into the record of the cause. Attached to the court's admonishments is the plea bargain page, and it indicates that you have entered into a plea agreement with the state. I need you to know, first of all, that the court does not have to follow the agreement, but if the court chooses not to, then you can withdraw your plea, start all over, and nothing that you've done so far can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, if the court does follow the agreement, then you will not have the right to appeal, except for any pretrial matters that have been ruled on by the court. And counsel, were there any rulings on any pretrial motions?
No, Your Honor.
So that means that if the court follows the agreement, you will not have the right to appeal unless the court gives permission, but generally the court will not give permission. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Would you mind setting out what the terms of the plea agreement are, please?
Yes, Judge, the agreement is a $500 fine plus court costs, 14 months deferred adjudication, 48 community service hours, the DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, and ignition interlock for half the term.
All right. Counsel, was that your understanding of the agreement?
It was, Your Honor. I believe the fine was going to be probated.
Is that correct, State?
That's fine, Judge, yes.
All right. And Ms. Heredia, was that your understanding of the plea agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
If you were not a citizen of the United States by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, it could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Have those immigration consequences been explained to you by your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Since you're applying for deferred adjudication, there are a couple of things that you need to understand about deferred. First of all, if the court grants it, then you're placed on community supervision without being found guilty of the offense. If you comply with all the conditions of your deferred and you don't pick up any new offenses while you're on deferred adjudication, then at the end of the supervisory period, you would not show a conviction for the offense. So that is the benefit of deferred. The downside of deferred adjudication is that if the court grants it, but then you fail to comply with your conditions, or if you commit new offenses while you're on deferred adjudication, at that point, the state could file a motion to enter an adjudication of guilt. You would be brought back to court. You would be entitled to a hearing. And if the court were to find that you had violated your conditions or that you had committed new offenses while you were on deferred, the court could at that time enter a finding of guilt on this case. And you would then become subject to the full range of punishment, which means that you could receive up to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine. Do you understand how that works?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right. Understanding that, then, do you still wish to apply for deferred adjudication?
Yes.
All right. Very well. Counsel, has your client been able to consult with you and assist you in her defense?
She has, Your Honor.
And in your opinion, does she have a factual as well as rational understanding of the charge and the proceedings against her?
She does.
And in your opinion, is she mentally competent to waive her rights and to enter a plea at this time?
I believe she is.
In that case, Ms. Heredia, to the charge of obstruction of a highway, how do you plead? Do you plead guilty? Do you plead no contest? Do you plead not guilty? What do you plead?
Oh, guilty.
All right. Have
Actually,
you,
Judge, I believe it was a no contest. I'm sorry.
No.
all right. Have you been promised anything other than the terms of the plea agreement to get you to enter your no contest plea?
No.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to get you to enter your plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading no contest because after conferring with your attorney, you've decided that it's in your best interest to do so?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then I'll accept your no contest plea. And based on your plea, I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient. I'm not going to make any other findings at this time. Are both sides ready to proceed to sentencing?
Defense is, Your Honor.
All right, very well. I will follow the plea agreement that you've entered into with the state and assess punishment at a $500 fine, which will be probated for as long as you are complying with all the conditions of your deferred and not picking up any new offenses. Court costs, 14 months deferred adjudication, 48 hours of community service, the DWI education course, the victim impact panel, a TAP evaluation, and you are to follow their recommendations, and ignition interlock for half the term. Also, the supervisory fees will be $25. Is there anything further from either side?
Your Honor, Ms. Heredia currently resides and is employed in California. What county do you reside in, Ms. Heredia?
Delano.
Delano County, Your Honor. We were requesting if the court would allow her to transfer her probation to that county and allow her to report by mail while that transfer is pending. I did confer with the state, and I believe the state had no objection to that request.
I don't have an objection to it as long as that's the way it's done through the probation department. I know they have some, Ms. Luna?
Yes,
Did you?
Your Honor, she can, yes, she can report virtually through Zoom. As long as that's part of the condition that she resides in such county in California, but report virtually through Zoom.
Oh, so that would mean that we're not actually, are we actually transferring her probation to that county, or is she continuing to be supervised here while residing there?
Yes, that's correct. She can reside in California, whatever county that is, but report virtually by Zoom to Bexar County. So it would have to be another condition added to report virtually through Zoom.
What would she do with regard to like community service? She would just do that there, and the DWI education course, she would find a comparable one there?
Correct. So she would find, the officer would be able to give her all that information as far as where she can get maybe the ignition interlock in California and how to do her classes.
And like the TAP eval and stuff, what the comparable thing would be where she is?
That can be done through Zoom as well.
Okay. Oh, she might do the TAP and the count, whatever, if they recommend outpatient treatment, will she be looking for it there, or will she be doing it by Zoom from here?
Probably they'll advise her to, or they'll look for something that's comparable to there in California.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, since they can work that all out, it's fine with me. So transfer to Delano County is fine. But if she wants to, if the way they want to work it out is that she's actually reporting here by Zoom, then that's fine with me also.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
And I think they may also need to get a fingerprint from her. I don't know if the court would allow her to.
Where is she? Is she not here now? She's out in Delano.
She's in California, Judge. Judge Longoria was aware, and I believe had given her permission to reside in California.
So what do we do about the fingerprint? Anyone?
I've had other courts who've used the booking when she got printed from booking, Your Honor. I've had other clients who've resided out of county and they've used the booking fingerprint.
Okay, can we
From
do
my
that?
Yes, from my understanding, Judge, from previous hearings, the clerk was able to do that. Get the
Okay.
fingerprint from booking.
Okay, that's fine then.
Thank you,
Hopefully
Judge.
that works out. You're welcome. And then
may
you're
I-
gonna get in the breakout room then with Miss Luna, Miss Heredia, in case you have any other questions, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, you may. Have a good day.
You too, Judge, and good luck, Viviana.
Thank you, Mr. Priest. Appreciate it.
Judge Her, it's Jessica Gonzalez.
Yeah, hi, Jessica.
Thank you for the time. I was actually able to find Raven Middleton, and she is
Oh.
now logged into the docket.
Oh, excellent. Hold on, let me see if this is her. I see her. Okay. And what do you want to do, if anything, on the case today?
Yes, I would like to be placed in line to speak to the prosecutor.
Okay, very well. We'll see if we can
Thank
get you in a breakout room with the state. Is Nicole here?
Yes.
There she is. Okay. We were talking about,
Jessica.
let's see.
It's Raven Middleton.
There she is. Okay, we're going to put you in a breakout room.
Okay.
Okay.
And if the court can give me not host abilities, screen share, so
Screen
that
share,
way I can
yes.
share my screen with Miss Pollard.
All right.
You got it.
Thank you.
Nicole, can you put me in the breakout room when you get a chance, please? With Viviana.
With Viviana? Okay.
No todavía no.
You can go back into room 3.
Thank you.
Mhm. Judge, do you
Yes.
have paperwork for Les's client? I believe that one was another plea also.
Do you remember his client's name?
Let me see.
Antoinette Paez.
Oh, I think I do. Hold on, let me see. Let's see.
Case number 622-210.
I didn't get an invite, Nicole. I don't know if Viviana left already.
No, she's in there.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't get an
You
invite.
go right back in there.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have everything I need for Paez.
Okay. We just need to wait for Miss Catherine.
Okay.
Judge, may I speak to you about Dinesh Dentapalli?
Yes.
I don't know if you have the file 629680.
Let's see here. Okay, yes. So what's happening, Jeb?
I conferred with Ms. Pollard and she did extend an offer to us. I needed to ask the court to issue an order of the standing blood discovery. I thought it had previously been done. I don't know. Is there a note on the court's file about blood discovery?
I'm not, I don't know. You tell me, Nicole. I know that I received a few yesterday, late afternoon, that I haven't signed yet, but I don't know if it was yours or not.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been, Judge, but I can get one to the court to sign.
Okay.
And I'm sure it'll be presented to you.
Okay,
Or Judge
you would
Longoria.
do that. That would be great.
Yeah,
Okay.
Judge, if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Would you be able to give us a reset, Nicole, while that takes place? And I guess we'll need. I don't know what
30
the date
days?
requires. It definitely won't have the discovery to me by then, so I don't know if you can do longer.
We can do longer.
I mean, usually 60 to 90. I think
We can do 16, yeah.
blood discovery. Okay, thank you guys very much.
You're welcome.
May Mr. Dentapalli be excused?
Yes, and then if you get that filed with the court, I'll get it signed today, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Dinesh, I will call you, Dinesh. Thank you, guys.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, what am I looking for? Which plea are we trying to do?
We're trying to do Les's client, and that is case number
What was her name?
622210.
What's her name?
Antoinette Abayas.
Abayas, that's right. Do a quick search on this. That's a plea agreement. Oh, man. Okay, I think I have everything. Is everybody ready to proceed? Oh, no, we're not. This isn't the right one yet. Never mind. Darn it. Bias.
Your Honor, this is Catherine Bonswell. We also have, I think all of Ms. Morales's paperwork is completed.
I don't think I have that in front of me,
Okay.
but I'm having trouble locating most things right now.
Miss Antoinette.
I do see I've received Miss Morales's stuff. I guess I'll sign it while I'm looking for the other one. I might as well.
Judge, I think the one for Les, it shows that the client still hasn't signed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Les, can you take care of that? And then which one was the other one?
Yes, I will.
Okay, thank you. And for Miss Catherine, let me see here. Catherine. Who is it on Ms. Morales?
Yeah, I'm signing off on Ms. Morales's.
Okay, you have hers. All right,
Yeah.
good.
Trying to. Now I have to reload it. Because
Okay.
it doesn't take it on the first time. You got to do it twice.
Yes.
That's a new thing. That started happening the other day. So it doesn't matter at all until you feel time pressured. And then it's like, a
And
little
then, yeah.
annoying. Yeah. So.
That's the critical need detector, Judge.
Okay, I think that one went through. Somehow that was approved. So the Morales plea agreement I have signed. Let's see this other one here. And this is the discovery and such things.
Who's the ID?
Judge, this is Kenneth Bell. I'm on an off docket matter. If I can approach, would you get a second?
Okay, what can I help you with?
I filed a motion to modify conditions of bond. The only thing I'm trying to do is get my client the ability to travel to Houston. He's trying to move home. He had moved here for school, picked up a charge 3 days ago, and we're trying to get him back to dad, basically.
Where is he right now?
He's here in San Antonio. The reason he hasn't left is there's a condition of bond that limits him to Bexar County.
Oh, okay. Did you file something?
I did. Would you like me to get a case number or should I send it to you?
Yeah, give me a case number.
668-033.
Okay, and you have already filed something. They just need to get it to me for signature.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the charge?
It's an assault
Mhm.
that
Okay.
happened here in town. So it's kind of a win-win to get him out of town, get him back to Houston and back in the family arms.
Okay, when it comes my way, is there any reason the state would want to weigh in on this? I can't imagine.
I haven't conferred with them. I can't imagine there's a reason not to do it. But I can confer if you like.
Would you just check just to make sure? But otherwise, when it gets to me, I'll sign it.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you have problem or not. Can I be put into breaking one?
Nicole, can you, or Catherine, I see there.
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't actually catch what was just said, but it sounds like it might be a quick thing that we don't even need a breakout room for.
Okay, just that he has a client who's charged with assault who lives in Houston. And so right now, I think, is it pretrial that's supervising him, Kenneth?
Yes, ma'am.
And so their general rule is they have to stay within the county, but he doesn't live here. So he wants permission to go back home. He just got out 3 days ago. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine with me as long as he stays in touch, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Get it to me and I'll sign it.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
Good morning, Judge
Okay.
Patricia Vieta. I'm back from
Yes.
our breakout room.
Uh-huh.
I briefly conferred with Catherine, let her know my client's position. And so she's gone ahead and asked me to let you know that my client's asking for a jury trial to go ahead and get us in line.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
Patricia,
Joe's
we're
on the
not
call
doing trials.
docket.
Yeah,
it's on
I
the
understand.
call docket.
That's fine. I understand. Whatever your format is, but yeah, the plea it's not happening.
Okay.
And that's on case number, what's the case number?
652547. It was on your add-on, the last sheet.
Oh, there we go. Okay. For call docket. Okay, and I will email you the dates.
Okay, thank you so much. Judge, may my client and I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Nino, you may leave.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Bye-bye.
And Judge, I'm also back from the breakout room on Raven Middleton,
Okay.
630242.
Hold on. Okay, what are we doing?
Yes, ma'am. I did emailed over the proof of insurance to Miss Pollard. With that, she is going to be submitting a dismissal for the court signature on Miss Middleton's case.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. May my client and I be excused?
Yes, you may. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Nicole, this is Les. Did you get my email?
Let me see. Okay. Let me check.
Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
I haven't gotten I have the agreement on Morales, but not the plea paperwork, not the other packet. I've only gotten one.
Nicole, are you sending the plea paperwork on that one?
On Morales?
Yes.
Yeah, that one was already sent like twice.
I have the plea agreement, but I don't have the other one.
Good morning, Judge. While you're trying to figure that out, may I approach?
Yeah, go for it.
Kelly and I each have a person on your docket. One is Jose Graciano, that's mine. I was unaware of the setting. She knew I had a setting, but I didn't know I had a setting. So my client certainly doesn't know he had a setting. And she has, I believe, Ricardo Rivera, criminal trespass case.
Okay, well, let me look I'm trying to find Graciano first on my docket.
Let me search him in my email.
Oh, here he is. Okay. You know what? Believe they retained Roland Gutierrez and Chris Garcia because they announced on that case today on Graciano.
Well, that was nice of him to tell me.
I know.
I suppose he thinks that maybe things will happen faster if he retains somebody else, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
And then who was the second one?
Put him down as to Ricardo Rivera.
Oh, yes, I see that. Okay, he did answer the docket, so I think he's here. Mr. Rivera?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay. So what do you want to do, Bob?
I guess we need to confer.
Okay, do you want to get in a breakout room with the state?
Sure.
Okay. Nicole, if you mind, if you could do that.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Les, and I don't see that she signed it yet.
Actually, Judge, I don't know. Did they announce that they were retained recently? Because I'm still showing on the record for Mr. Graciano.
I think it was
I see
kind
the
of
motion.
recent. Do you know, Nicole?
I
Because
see a
then
motion to
we,
substitute.
Okay, I'm
If I-
sorry. What was that?
well, so this morning on Jose Graciano, Roland Garcia, anyway, Chris Garcia, I think,
Right.
was here for Roland Gutierrez and said that they had been retained on the case. So Bob is asking, was that done recently? I think it was so
Yeah.
recent that we didn't
I
even
think he
have.
said it was recently and
Yeah.
it's still not reflecting in the system.
Yeah,
I
okay. Yeah.
I see it in the system. They filed it on the 25th, so that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And then we're going to put you in a breakout room for to discuss Rivera.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Nicole, can you send a reminder to my client, like another email, so she can sign it?
Right. Let me see. So that paperwork for Morales is all, I'm showing that it's all been signed, Judge. By everybody.
Well,
Are we
when-
just waiting for the clerk to return?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, because I haven't gotten like the completed.
right,
agreement.
okay.
Yeah.
We're back.
Judge, may I approach Todd Coronado?
Yes.
I'm here on Amanda Dies, 656-859. She's logged on as well.
Hold on just a second.
I'm sorry.
Just give me a second. Okay. So what are we doing?
I need to confer real quickly.
Okay. Nicole, if you could get him in a breakout room with the state.
Thank you.
Okay, who is this on?
This is on Amanda Dye.
Oh, Todd, okay.
Yes.
And
Okay,
Nicole,
Judge, I'm sorry? There you go. Judge, the clerk said that she has already accepted everything and sent everything where it needs to go.
Let me check.
and Nicole, I was just going to remind you about the reminder you're going to send to
Right.
Antoinette Pius, please.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay, let me take a look. Yeah, because it's showing that it's just waiting on her signature. Okay.
She told me she signed it, but you know how that is. And so I think
No,
we just
I
start.
signed it. I signed it. I even have the copies of where I signed it.
No, I know, but
It
we're gonna
said
say-
all parties complete. Okay, I just got it right now.
Okay. She probably
It
just
says
signed the
please
plea
sign-
agreement.
Yes, the plea packet update. Click here to review and sign.
That's the one you need to sign. Yes, go
Yeah,
ahead and do that.
just go through it slowly. Make sure you hit all the yellow arrows in all the boxes, okay?
Oh, okay. It says, sorry, we are not able to process your request. Please try again later. It's showing on my phone. So how do I go about it?
Right on your computer.
Okay, so
Look on your computer and see if you have an email
Yes, sir. Give me
Okay,
one
then-
second.
Yes, take your time.
Okay, so Nicole, I do have the plea packet now. So if everybody's ready, we can proceed on Melissa Morales.
Okay. Miss Catherine, you ready?
I am.
Counsel, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Morales, can you hear the proceedings?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let's get on the record then, please, and cause number 632411, the state of Texas versus Melissa Morales. Can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record, please?
Catherine Pollard for the state.
Catherine Valenzuela for the defense.
All right, very well. The first thing I have in front of me is a defendant's consent to plea by video conference. And I don't see as part of this packet the state's consent, so I'll just get it on the record that both sides have no objection to proceeding on this plea via Zoom. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay,
correct, Your Honor.
thank you. All right. Then Ms. Morales, you stand charged with the offense of obstruction of a highway and DWI. Those offenses, are you proceeding on both, or what's the plan?
Your Honor, there was a mix up on the paperwork. We're proceeding on, we were going forward on the DWI. I wasn't sure when we completed the paperwork.
I see. All right. So, ma'am, you understand that you're pleading to a driving while intoxicated. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That offense is a Class B misdemeanor, for which one can receive up to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to require the state to bring their witnesses in and prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses. And you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that no one can force you to testify against yourself. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
They are contained in the court's admonishments. Did your attorney go over the paperwork with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Did she explain your rights to you?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you in fact sign the paperwork?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that when you signed the paperwork, that the effect of your signature was that you were giving up the rights that I've just gone over with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then I'll approve the waiver and order it entered into the record of the cause. Attached to the court's admonishments is the plea bargain page. It indicates that you have entered into an agreement with the state. I need you to know, first of all, that the court does not have to follow the agreement, but if the court chooses not to, then you can withdraw your plea, start all over, and nothing that you've done so far can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, if the court does follow the agreement, then you will not have the right to appeal, except for any pretrial matters that have been ruled on by the court. And counsel, were there any rulings on any pretrial motions?
No, we're not, Your Honor.
All right, so that means that if the court follows the agreement, you will not have the right to appeal unless the court gives permission, but generally the court will not give permission. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State, would you mind setting out what the terms of the plea agreement are?
Yes, Judge. The agreement is a $500 fine plus court costs, 16 months deferred adjudication, 60 community service hours, a DWI education, victim impact panel live, the TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, a $50 Crime Stoppers fee, and restitution, if any, to TxDOT.
All right.
That is,
Counsel?
yes, that's our understanding of the plea. The only addition to that is that it was discussed with Ms. Pollard that Ms. Morales does not have a vehicle. We will be providing an affidavit, and we
Okay,
understand
let's
that
take
it's
that. Excuse me, ma'am. Let's please take that up at sentencing. Okay, and then we'll talk about those issues. But right now, I just want to know that that is everyone's understanding of the plea agreement. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. If you were not a citizen of the United States by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, it could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Have those immigration consequences been explained to you by your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Since you're applying for deferred adjudication, there are a couple of things that you need to understand about deferred. First of all, if the court grants it, then you are placed on community supervision without being found guilty of the offense. If you comply with all the conditions of your deferred and you don't pick up any new offenses while you're on deferred adjudication, then at the end of the supervisory period, you would not show a conviction for the offense. So that is the benefit of deferred. The downside of deferred adjudication is that if the court grants it, but then you fail to comply with your conditions, or if you commit new offenses while you're on deferred adjudication, at that point, the state could file a motion to enter an adjudication of guilt. You would be brought back to court. You would be entitled to a hearing. And if the court were to find that you had violated your conditions or that you had committed new offenses while you were on deferred, the court could at that time enter a finding of guilt on this case. You would then become subject to the full range of punishment, which means that you could receive up to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine. Do you understand how that works?
Yes, ma'am.
And understanding that, then do you still wish to apply for deferred adjudication?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counsel, has your client been able to consult with you and assist you in her defense?
She has.
And in your opinion, does she have a factual as well as rational understanding of the charge and the proceedings against her?
I believe she does.
And in your opinion, is she mentally competent to waive her rights and to enter a plea at this time?
I believe she is, Your Honor.
All right. In that case, Ms. Morales, to the charge of driving while intoxicated, how do you plead?
No contest.
Have you been promised anything other than the terms of the plea agreement to get you to enter your no contest plea?
No, ma'am.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to get you to enter your plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading no contest because after conferring with your attorney, you've decided that it's in your best interest to do so?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I'll accept the no contest plea. And based on your no contest plea, I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient. I'm not going to make any other findings at this time. Are both sides ready to proceed to sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you ready to proceed to sentencing as well?
Yes, Judge.
All right. I will follow the plea agreement that you've entered into with the state and assess punishment at a 5. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I proceed, counsel, what was it that you were concerned about?
No, I wanted to address that Ms. Pollard and I had discussed the fact that Ms. Morales doesn't have a vehicle, and that after Ms. Morales presented an affidavit as such, if that she would be allowed to substitute Smart Start for the ignition interlock.
Okay, that's fine. All right, I'm going to follow the plea agreement you've entered into with the state and assess punishment at a $500 fine plus court costs and placing you on 16 months deferred adjudication, 60 hours of community service, the DWI education course, the Victim Impact Panel Live, a TAP evaluation, and you are to follow their recommendations. For as long as you don't have a vehicle, you can have Smart Start instead of ignition interlock. Once you get a vehicle, then ignition interlock at that time, a $50 Crime Stopper fee. And if there is any, you will pay restitution, if any, to the Texas Department of Transportation. Is there anything further from either side?
Nothing further from the state.
All right. Ma'am, if Ms. Morales, if you would stay with us, please, till we can put you in a breakout room with Ms. Luna, the probation officer, so she can give you all the information that you need. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Your Honor, can I know Judge Longoria likes to add the non-driving affidavit when they're not having the ignition interlock installed. May we have that or add that to this as well, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I don't, my question is, does the attorney have to fill it out, or is she given that by probation? Because I don't have that form, so I
Probation
don't
will
know.
give that to her. Yeah,
Okay.
probation will give that to her.
Okay. Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Melissa, if you have any questions, you can call me, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Judge Her,
Yes.
is there a better way to get that motion in order to you? I don't know if you were able to retrieve it from the system.
It's not going to happen that fast, Kenneth. I'm in the middle of a million things right now. I'm sorry. And yours is off docket, for goodness sake. No, what has to, it has to come. Okay, just so you know, they're going to send it to me. If they've received it, I think it's coming to me on email, and then I need to print it. And then I need to put it in my scanner, and then I need to scan it back, which might sound easy for some people, but I'm just saying, I can do it. It's just not fast. Okay. So as soon as I, like, really, seriously, if it gets to me during the lunch hour, I'll do it then. Okay.
Okay, but it should come to you naturally. So that's all I was worried about.
Okay. All right.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Kenneth, you did send it to the court, right?
It's been filed and accepted already.
Okay.
So it should be.
All
there.
right, I'll check with Katie in a minute, okay?
Okay. See ya.
All right, Judge, the one for Ms. Apayas, I believe she has already signed it, and now we're just waiting on your signature, Judge.
Okay. Let me see if I can find it.
See if it came in, yeah.
Okay. Let me see if this is it.
Nicole, can you put it in the breakout room, please?
Yes.
Okay, I've got it. Is everybody ready?
I believe,
Yes, I'm ready, Judge.
Okay. And the state said yes, right? Is that who said yes?
State's ready, Judge.
Okay, thanks. Let's get on the record then, please, in cause number 622210, the state of Texas versus Antoinette Apayas. Can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record?
Catherine Pollard for the state.
Mighty.
Leslie Sahanovich from Miss Antoinette Apayas.
Thank you. Ms. Apayas, can you hear the proceedings?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. In front of me, I have the defendant's consent to plea by video conference, and I don't see, the state's is not here, but so I want to get on the record that both sides agree to proceed by video conference. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Ms. Apayas, you stand charged by way of information with the offense. All it says is possession of a controlled substance. I believe we would need a little more information in there about what the charge is.
Judge, it's a PG 2A 0 to 2 ounce.
All right. Is that filled out anywhere? Am I going to see it later on in the paperwork so that that's clear? Do you think?
Judge, as long as we get it on the record, I think it's on the jacket, clerk jacket
Okay.
also.
All right. And so, ma'am, you understand that that's what you're charged with?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That offense is a Class B misdemeanor, so you can receive up to 180 days in jail and up to a $2,000 fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to require the state to bring their witnesses in and prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses. And you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that no one can force you to testify against yourself. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
They are contained in the court's admonishments. Did your attorney go over the paperwork with you?
Correct.
Did he explain your rights to you?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand them?
Correct.
And did you sign the paperwork?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that when you signed there that the effect of your signature was that you were giving up the rights that I've just gone over with you?
Correct.
And is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then I'll approve this waiver and order it entered into the record of the cause. Attached to the court's admonishments is the plea bargain page, and it indicates that you have entered into a plea agreement with the state. I need you to know, first of all, that the court does not have to follow this agreement, but if the court chooses not to, then you can withdraw your plea, start all over, and nothing that you've done so far can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, if the court does follow the agreement, then you will not have the right to appeal, except for any pretrial matters that have been ruled on by the court. And counsel, were there any rulings on any pretrial motions?
No, Your Honor.
So that means that if the court follows this agreement, you will not have the right to appeal unless the court gives permission, but generally the court will not give permission. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State, would you mind setting out what the terms of the plea agreement are, please?
Yes, Judge. The agreement is a $250 fine plus court costs, 5 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and that would satisfy the judgment.
Counsel, is that your understanding of the plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And State, is that your understanding of the plea agreement?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Ma'am, if you were not a citizen of the United States by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, it could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Have those immigration consequences been explained to you by your attorney?
Yes.
All right. Counsel, has the client been able to consult with you and assist you in her defense?
She has, Your Honor.
In your opinion, does she have a factual as well as rational understanding of the charge and the proceedings against her?
She does.
In your opinion, is she mentally competent to waive her rights and to enter a plea at this time?
Yes, she is.
All right. In that case, Ms. Apayez, to the charge of possession of a controlled substance, and what was the full charge, please?
It's a PG 2A 0 to 2 ounces.
Penalty group 2A 0 to 2 ounces. To that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
All right. Have you been promised anything other than the terms of the plea agreement to get you to enter your no contest plea?
No.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to get you to enter your plea?
No.
Are you pleading no contest because after conferring with your attorney, you've decided that it's in your best interest to do so?
Correct.
Then I'll accept the no contest plea. Based on the plea, I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient, and I'm going to enter a finding of guilt in this case. Are both sides ready to proceed to sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, we are.
All right, I'm going to follow the plea agreement that you've entered into with the state and assess punishment at a $250 fine plus court costs, 5 days in the Bexar County Jail. Time and money will run concurrent. You'll be given credit for time served, and the judgment will be satisfied. Is there anything further from either side?
Nothing further from the state, Judge.
Nothing further from the defense.
Is everything good, Ms. Apayez?
Yes.
All right, very well. Have a good day.
Likewise. Thank you so much, Judge.
You're welcome.
Am I free to go?
Yes, you are.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What else do we have going on?
I'm not sure at this point.
Let me see.
I'm losing track of things.
Me too, Judge. Don't worry. I'm right there with you.
Okay.
Hey, we're just having fun on a Friday.
Oh, is that what this is? Okay.
Let's see.
Is Caitlin in today?
Caitlin is out today, Brian.
Okay.
Brian is joining us, Judge, on the motion that it was yesterday, right, Brian?
I think it was Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever the 25th, Wednesday.
So what motion are we talking about?
You had already discussed it with him, Judge. Go ahead.
Just refresh my memory.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So this is a bit of a story I got to spin here. So we took up on Joseph Navarro on Wednesday. We took up his violation of probation order. We changed the terms of his bond to allow him to go to work.
Right.
So, and kind of a quirk of the whole thing, when he picked up this violation, Judge Longoria put him on full house arrest on the assault, and then put him on partial house arrest for the violation of the protective order. So while we cleared up the protective order, we did not address the assault. So essentially, I'm making the same ask. I literally cut and paste the same motion on the assault, and we're asking that you would allow him to go to work on that house arrest as well.
Well, when was he placed on full house arrest for that assault?
Let's see, I can look that up right now, Your Honor. I believe it happened all at the same time.
That's
on the 27th of last month.
On the 27th, and it was the same time, right, Joseph?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it threw me for a bit of a loop. Let me verify that though, Your Honor.
Please.
Let's see. The GPS was added on. GPS was added on July 28th.
July 28th, the judge put him on full house arrest for the assault and then partial for the violation of a protective order.
Yes, ma'am.
He did both of them. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I was just the thing that kind of threw me on here was it says order GPS, but it didn't say anything about house arrest or anything like that on the assault.
Then,
so that was.
So where are we getting that then?
That's what's coming back from pretrial. Pretrial received all the other motions to get him cleared for work, and then they're saying that this one is still holding him up.
And but you're representing to me that both of those conditions were placed as a condition of his PR bond on the same day. And I guess I'm just trying to, or are you saying Longoria did not order full house arrest on the assault and pretrial is just doing it because they want to? What's the deal?
Judge, I've been trying to wrap my head around this for a week. I believe, according to the system, when he was placed on GPS, I believe that Judge Longoria intended to put him on house arrest. And pretrial is telling me, that's what pretrial is telling me, is that they're treating that GPS as house arrest and that he is not cleared to go to work on that case. Everybody that I've talked to, Linda there at as the clerk in 5 has kind of come back that we're kind of all in agreement that that's what the deal is. And if he wants to go to work, that I had to submit this motion to allow him to go to work, and that we need to get that entered on this case.
Do you know if that was discussed at all when the judge decided to put him on full house arrest? Did anybody mention at that time, well, Judge, he's got a job, can he still go to work? Or was it just not discussed?
It wasn't discussed, Your Honor. Judge, when they pick up as typical fashion, when people pick up these violations, they are put on GPS and full house arrest.
Sure.
And typically it's on just the violation, and they don't go back and put the changes on the initial charge. That's just been in my experience. So that's what threw me off here. So I don't, I don't know what Judge Longoria's thinking was, or his rationale for that. I don't typically question judges' rationale if I don't have to.
Yeah, I guess, you know what, and I'm not trying to do that either, but what I'm trying to do is understand the situation to see whether, all of that was discussed, that decision was made, and then I'm reluctant to come in and just change it if that's really what Judge Longoria intended for it to be. So in other words, if he knew that your client had a job, but because of he may know more about the facts of the case and the situation, which makes him think, I don't care, I want him to stay home. Or if it's that he wasn't even aware and he would likely, let him. What is the situation? Who's the victim in this case?
The victim is Joseph. You can answer that quicker than I can.
It's Felicia Acevedo.
What's the relationship?
Well, we're common law married, but right now, boyfriend and girlfriend. So she's my girlfriend. But we do
Also,
got a child together.
Yes, the mother of his child. And to answer your question earlier, Judge, more specifically, I had not brought it to Judge's attention that Mr. Navarro is employed.
Okay.
And typically with Judge, once I bring these up, once I bring these to his attention, he's usually understanding and what's the word I'm looking for? He'll listen to that. He'll hear
So
that.
have there been any other issues since he was placed on a PR bond and he's been on supervision? Any other issues with regard to the victim in this case?
Well, not since Wednesday, Judge.
Oh.
We had talked about this on Wednesday as well. So he picked up the violation. I don't really want to disparage my client.
So there is a new, okay. Wow. All right. So
I can spin it for you real quick, Judge. I've actually had to do this a couple of times, so I got it down. Okay, so we have the original assault. There may be some issues there.
When was that?
The original assault was January. No, that's January 2021. That's not right. Let's see. The original offense date. Wow, this isn't even right. The defense date that I have here is January 23rd, 2021, but that's not correct. Oh no, that is correct. I'm thinking the DWI. So January 23rd, 2021 was the offense date on this. Okay. Sorry, I represent him in another case that's much longer, or much farther. Okay, and then on, let's see, when was this? Around August. Let's see, when was this? And around July 29th, we picked up the violation of the protective order. And so
on the assault case and that first assault case on January 23rd, is that still pending or was it disposed of?
That's still pending, Judge. All of these are still pending. And he also has a DWI as well.
Well, when did the violation of a protective order, what happened to cause a protective order? Was that done I'm sorry?
They were together. I don't know. They knew they weren't supposed to be together.
Is this
neighbor?
Is this as a result of the assault though, or is it a separate thing that gave rise to the protective order? It was a
Okay,
pro-
so let's see. The protective order was ordered in the original assault.
Okay.
And then they were together. They were arguing. Nosy neighbor calls the police. They picked him up. Clearly weren't supposed to be together. He acknowledges that. So they pick him up for that. He's back home. It's clear between the two that they're not supposed to be together. Joseph was at his apartment, and girlfriend shows up. And I think we had talked about this on Wednesday. Girlfriend shows up. He tells her she needs to get the heck out of there because he's going to get arrested again if that same neighbor calls the police, which happened. So the police show up and she takes off. They arrest him again, so he gets charged with the felony.
Okay,
Full
so
house.
you saying that they have a house together, and after
An
the
apartment.
No, Your Honor. That apartment's only under my name. I got that apartment only.
Okay, just a minute. So they have there's an apartment.
Yes.
Are they both residing in the apartment?
She
When the
has since.
when the assault occurs, were they living together in that apartment or not?
Yes, they were.
They were. Then
And correct me
once
if I say something wrong, Joseph.
Then there was a protective order, and as a result of that, who was supposed to stay in the apartment and who was supposed to go somewhere else?
I was supposed to stay in an apartment, Your Honor.
All right, so the protective order is in January, and you're saying and she's living somewhere else, right?
She's gone to live with her father, I believe.
All right, so then when we pick up a violation of a protective order in July, is that because he goes to where she is with her dad?
They were both at that same apartment voluntarily.
So she went over to the apartment?
Correct.
Yes.
And that's when he picked up a violation of a protective order. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And then it happened again. He's telling her to leave. I think he was telling her in strongly worded, words that she needs to get out of there. He's going to go back to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the walls are paper thin because that same neighbor called, I think within 20, 30 minutes and they're there. And then he picks up the other one. So
that was another he picked up a violation of a protective order again as a result of that.
And charged as the felony, as the continuance.
Felony. What's the felony?
The felony is a continuous violation of a protective order.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And I don't represent him on that one.
Mhm.
So the issue for us is, okay, so on that felony, he got full house arrest. On the misdemeanor violation, he got partial house arrest. And on the original assault, he had full house arrest. The felony house arrest has been addressed. He's been permitted to go to work on GPS. We addressed the violation the other day, which you permitted him to go to work.
Okay.
And so now pretrial is telling us, hey, the original assault still has the full GPS.
Okay. So did you send me something?
I did, Judge. I e-filed it yesterday and it was accepted. It was accepted this morning, so I'm not sure if you have it.
I'll look at it over lunch then.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess we'll come back 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
You can and see if it's been signed. Is that why you want to come back?
Whatever would please the court, Your Honor.
So I could
me
sign,
know.
huh?
I'm sorry. You can let me know if you get it, and then I'll call you, Brian.
Does that
Okay.
work?
Yeah, that'll be fantastic.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you all. Thank you, Nicole.
You're welcome.
And Joseph, I'll call you when I get that so we can make sure you're squared away.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you all very much.
You're welcome.
Judge
Featherston?
Robert Featherston, may I approach?
Yes, you may.
Judge, I further had some conversations with Michaela Fain, who's here in the courtroom, on 24553, her assault case here. She would like me to continue to represent her on that case instead of having Mr. Smith represent her.
Okay,
So
very
I'm
good.
asking the court.
And I haven't been
reset.
able, yeah, and I was working on trying to see if I could get more
Judge,
information. Yes.
He actually called me when you guys were taking the plea.
Mhm.
He did call me. He's in New York right now. He
Oh.
is on the other cases. He's
Yeah.
hired on the other one. So I think, I mean, yeah, I guess if he's gonna.
Yeah, let's keep Mr. Featherstone on that.
On that one, okay.
Yeah, let's
All
keep
right.
him.
That's Mrs. Fain's request.
That's
Okay.
right. Okay.
And if you would go ahead and give me a regular reset, then I'll get my feet on the deck on this case and we'll take care of
Okay.
it.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
we'll do a 30-day reset.
30-day. Yeah.
And Mr. Featherston, I will email you that reset date, okay?
Thank you so much. And may myself and Miss Fain be excused?
Yes, you may. Have a good day.
Great. Y'all take care.
You too. Do we have any other pleas in the works, Nicole?
I believe, let me see. We had Justin, I don't know where he popped in for a minute and then he left. That was an add-on.
Oh, that seems like it's been on the docket all week for a plea.
He has been hopping on and off, Judge.
But
all
I
week long.
don't remember his client answering the dockets.
No, Daniel.
So I need to know what's going on with that.
Yes, I will give him a call.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me see.
Oh,
here.
boy.
And other than that, as far as pleas, I think that's it.
Okay.
Miss Catherine, unless you know of any other one that I don't know about.
I don't think so. I mean,
I don't think so, right?
if we're not doing that one, then we might be done.
Yeah. I don't know why he keeps doing that though.
I know. Well, the thing is that at least on that one Rubalcaba, I don't think he's been here all week. That's part of it.
Yeah,
And
he hasn't been here all week.
So he's going to be, you know what I mean? It's like he's going to get a 5 days or a warrant will issue kind of thing.
Right.
Okay.
He keeps adding them. So let's just skip him for now. I don't know who Galaxy A02 is. And Draven Gonzalez.
What is that now? What's the name?
It says, well, Draven, okay, I see his name. And then there's somebody else, Galaxy A02 or 02.
It's Richard
I'm
Rivera.
here.
Okay.
And Todd has been waiting for a little while, so we can see what he needs.
Todd, what's going on?
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to make an announcement that when I spoke to Catherine Pollard, she says she'll be dismissing this case.
Okay, can you tell me the name of your client again?
Amanda Dye, DYE, and the case number is 656859.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
May I go in the breakout room with my client? She's on, I can tell her and then leave from there.
Yeah, it's Nicole, it was 656859 Amanda Dye.
Okay, I got it, Judge.
Okay.
All right, Miss Todd, let me put you in there.
With her.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, Draven,
Yes, ma'am.
who is your attorney?
Adam Cobbs, ma'am. This was he told me to log in at 9, ma'am. To be honest, I was late.
Why?
I have no excuse. I got out of work at 5 in the morning and I just I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest, I fell asleep. I slept in, ma'am. I got in
Okay.
at 10.
Was he here, Mr. Cobbs? I don't know if he showed up.
Well, Mr. Cobb was here and he informed the court that there is a felony pending. So I wonder if we can get hold of him, even if it's just for him to request a reset or whatever it is he wants to do, or see if he wants to confer with his client. I don't know.
Yes,
I can
yes,
call him real
Judge.
quick.
That's what he told me, ma'am.
What?
He said that for me to stay here and let you see me and that it was gonna get resetted.
Okay, we'll stay here for a few more minutes, please.
Okay.
All right.
we still have the Galaxy person. Can you turn on your camera, please?
It's Richard Rivera.
Thank you.
Oh, well, what's happening? Oh, is Bob Barron still in a breakout with the state?
I believe Bob left, Judge. Remember, he was not on that case. He was, it was Chris, so I don't know if he ever talked to the state about
Oh, no,
that.
is that the? No, that was Graciano. That has a different attorney now, but he was on Rivera and he was going to a breakout room to
Yes.
discuss with the state.
We
but then he-
conferred. I think he came back and asked for a reset because there's quite a few felonies pending.
You know
Okay.
what? And he did message me and I said, yes, it was reset because I thought we were talking about the other guy that
Okay.
had Chris.
Okay, so
That
go
was my
ahead and,
fault.
I guess, give him 30 days so we can see what's going on.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. I guess we can go ahead and let Mr. Rivera go, right? Should we just let him go?
Yes, Judge, is that, hold
That's
on one
Bob
second.
Barron's client, and then I mean, he left, I think, without telling me what he wanted to do after he conferred with the state, because I usually make a note. But he did tell his client that it was going to get reset. So I think we're basically all on the same page.
Right.
And just give him a 30-day reset.
Okay, and what is the client's name?
It is Richard Rivera and it's 625047.
Okay, so it's not Kelly Green, right?
Well, they're interchangeable.
Okay.
I think they work together. I don't
Yes,
know.
they do.
I
They
see one and the other.
Mhm.
Okay, so when I email the reset, it's gonna go to Bob,
Okay.
right?
Well, it's funny, but to me, I would email both of them, but because who knows? But yeah, see on the document, it says Kelly Green, but Bob showed up for it.
Yeah.
So,
You see, and normally I would just go off with the attorney that's on there, but that's
Yeah.
okay. So I'll send it to Bob. I'll send it to Bob
Okay.
just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, you're free to go. I'm gonna go ahead and email them a reset date, okay?
They'll let you know your new date.
Okay. Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
And Adam Cobbs, I've tried calling him. No luck just yet.
Okay.
And who's iPhone? There's another person.
Draven Gonzalez. Oh, iPhone. I don't
Yeah.
know who that is. I haven't known all morning.
Are you
It's-
there? iPhone.
And there's a lamp that's
Mhm.
seeing.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, so since Draven came on late, Adam was here earlier, and so are we able to get hold of him at all?
No, Judge, he doesn't answer.
Okay.
I left him a voicemail and I sent him a text message also.
Okay, well, let's see if he answers.
Okay.
Give him a few minutes. And
Again,
he
I'm
said-
sorry, Judge.
Yes. You said we probably, that was, there are no more pleas out there waiting, right?
No, we just had Justin, but that one, I'm gonna have to talk to him later.
And you said did he show up this morning, Justin?
He popped in for like a second and then he left.
And he didn't say anything?
Mm-mm,
That's not right.
mm-mm.
Well, you give his client 5 days to show up or issue a warrant.
Okay. I will do that.
And you can just let Justin know that that's what we did because we didn't hear from anybody.
Right.
Okay.
Miss Caitlin.
Good morning. Sorry, I was in jail court all morning.
That's okay.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, it
Okay,
lasted-
is that a usual thing that so there's a docket in your regular court, but how many DAs are assigned to the county courts?
There's two for each county court, and I guess I don't know how they decide. I don't think our court pulls them from jail to be on our Zoom, so we just go to the jail court Zoom to do it.
Oh, okay.
I think I could stop the YouTube